Florida's newest and best in radio, Sunshine Radio 96.7 FM.
American Veterans Alliance, WVET Online Radio.com. Well, good day, everybody. This is Keith, the boss of the beach, coming to you live. And of course, we're at 96.7 FM and Radio St. Pete, right here in St. Petersburg, Florida. We're between two of the best veterans hospitals in the country. We got James Haley right here in Tampa. We got Bay Pines Medical Center, of course, in Pinellas County, which is where St. Petersburg and a lot of other little cities are. We want to thank everybody for taking time to listen. I am broadcasting today from a place called Arlington Arbor, right here downtown St. Pete. Wonderful place to live. I am within 3 blocks of everything. 5 blocks from 2 VAs and American Legions. I got close to an AMVETS. So we want you to know we're surrounded by veterans, VSOs. Today's show I'm going to dedicate, of course, to American Veterans Alliance, our partners up there in Michigan, Kevin Humes, working on our CBD relationship. Unfortunately, Melvin, a lot of other people are not available to talk today. I wanted to talk to Mike at the VA Center, but he's not available. So today is going to be dedicated to By the Grace of God. And the Grace of God is an organization that I want to take a break because today is the day that they're going to talk about some of the things that they're doing to support our veterans all over the state. And when you say that, we definitely want to be grateful in everything we do. I got a journal coming out that I'm writing. It's called Up. UPPP, the real up. When you say up, it means universal, positive principle philosophy. That's what I lived by, and those who helped me along the way, I'm going to give them acknowledgement. But this is going to be just a daily journal with little bitty up words to get you there before you start writing down what you're going to do on the day. So look for that. It's all in our support of our veterans. It's a part of the mental stuff that we take. And of course, today we're going to be talking about Sports Zone. Our new partners in Patrick Highland is now doing Sports Zone to support our veterans. That means we're keeping up with everything. We want to say thank you to all of those people who went to the Olympics. We hope that you're safe and sound. I'm glad they didn't cancel it because illness should not be a reason for sports people to stop. They should be there advocating it. Wear your mask. Show people around the world that it's working. But we want to thank all those young people who are stepping up for their sports, making their way in life. And we want to say that some of those kids are brats. And what do we mean by brats? Sidekicks, kids of veterans. So if your child is in that Olympics, a veteran, go to our website, WVETOnlineradio.com. Let us know who you are. We'll get back with you, and we will be highlighting them on our website. Anybody who's in the Olympics from this area of Florida, please do. If you're from Texas, please do. California, please do. Let's support our kids at the Olympics and be grateful that they're there and that we can see them live every day on a bunch of TV channels. All righty. Now, I'm going to take a moment. It's going to be just a little bit of an interlude of music. I'll be right back with By the Grace of God.
When I'm down and out, when my heart is full of fear and doubt, when I lift up my head, then he lifts up my heart and my troubles just all roll away. Roll away, Lord. Troubles roll away, Lord. Roll away, Lord. Troubles roll away, Lord. When I lift up my head, then he lifts up my heart, and my troubles just all roll away. Well, I can't see the sun with my head to the ground. Tears dim my vision and weigh my heart down. But I found a secret when I knelt to pray. That's when I lift up my head and he lifts up my heart, and my troubles just all roll away.
Well, I'm glad we're back. By the grace of God is a name, but it's a movement. And it's a place that veterans can at least look to find out some of the good things that can be helped. Now, we're going to need your help. Today is a way to let everybody know that we're going to need help. Hello, by the grace of God. Talk to
Yes, sir. I am here. I am so grateful for this opportunity to be live. I am Patrick C. Jackson of Camp Victory Resorts for the Homeless, and we are winning by the grace of God.
Say it again.
We are winning by the grace of God.
All righty. Now, tell us a little bit about the resort.
Well, we here and we are determined to build a facility for humanity that will impact the lives of those that have served our country, from veterans, all armed forces, all walks of humanity. And we desire to build a facility known as Camp Victory Resorts for the Homeless, in which we'll take men and women that are victims in their lives and taking them from victims to victorious living, and providing all sorts of services for them, dealing with homeless issues, mental health issues, drug and alcohol issues, social issues, and giving them some form of worth of living and life, giving them a structured environment with discipline, also with faith. And we are confident that we have the solution to solve homelessness. And so this is what the blueprint is and what God has given unto us. And so we are making preparation to be able to do that here in South Florida as a blueprint, and then have that to spread abroad throughout the continental United States.
Well, that's what I was thinking about. How do we franchise this once it's done? The bottom line is there have been a lot of ways and tests for different kind of organizations to try to do what you are accomplishing. Again, this is something that's needed in this country to wipe out homelessness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we know that homelessness has dropped dramatically, but it goes up in Florida. Because when they leave Chicago and Michigan and New York and all them other cities, Kentucky, Ohio, they end up down here with our paradise weather. We rain every day, but it doesn't last long. So I know that what you're doing is needed here, probably more than any other place in the world except Southern California or Galveston. You know,
Absolutely.
this is where they end up. So we might as well start where we know they're going to end up. A guy told me something many years ago, and now I believe it. He says, anything you do, begin with the end in mind. We know what we got to do. By the grace of God, my audience is leaving. She's hungry. I'll be right back, but I want to tell you something. Let's do something before I leave. Let's talk about the nuts and bolts of your resort. Tell me what people are going to get so that they get an idea of what this is going to take to maybe get a family member who's out on the street, who may be having some problems, but they would like to find a place like this where veterans will be respected, where veterans will be really helped with whatever their problems are and get them on the right track. Tell me a little bit more about the nuts and bolts.
Be so honored to do that. And I realize this when you're dealing with homelessness issues, you can take a person to a shelter for a week or 2 weeks, even for 3 weeks. However, that is not going to solve the long term problem. So here at Camp Victory, we want to bring men and women off of the streets, and we want to provide them a place of dwelling for up to 1 year with all the different services, social services, mental health, drug and alcohol, to address all of those issues that humanity is dealing with and give them a place of love. It's a Christ centered environment. And after 1 year of us providing these services to these men and women and families as well, we're confident that they can return back to society. And even if an individual decides that they do not want to leave Camp Victory, we will have permanent housing set aside for members that can live there for the rest of their lives under our care at Camp Victory Resorts. Some men and women, they'll never be able to be fit enough to return back to society. We realize that. And so we have a place for them at Camp Victory. Many homeless, they've been on the street for so long, and they do not want to be in a structured environment. They don't want to be in a home, but they want to live outdoors. So guess what? We have an answer for that too at our place that is licensed and secured and safe environment. They can be in our tent city on the structured property, a very nice tent in which they can feel like they're still living outdoors, but have the freedom to live in such a life as this. And so this is the nuts and bolts of Camp Victory Results for the homeless. And we are looking for participants and volunteers and donors to help us reach this mission here at Camp Victory Resorts. And an individual can go online to our website, which is campvictoryresorts.org, www.campvictoryresorts.org. You can find out more information of who we are, what we're doing, the cause. You also can contribute there to our PayPal account and other means as well.
Okay, so you are looking for those who can financially support what you're doing. Now let's talk a little bit about the potential of jobs.
Understood. And there at our 501c nonprofit Camp Victory Resorts for the Homeless, we also have a personal business known as the Yes You Can Men. And so we are taking men and women and helping them in creating skills. Many of our homeless, they are very gifted, they're very talented, and they're very capable if given the right tools, the right attention, and the right love to be an asset to community and to society. And so we're teaching men and women such skills as art, as moving abilities, and also as they become back whole again, they'll be able to have jobs right at Camp Victory which they can work at, whether it's our warehouse, whether it's our driving facilities, so many opportunities that will be right there at Camp Victory Resorts for the homeless.
Wow, boy, that's what I needed to hear. And I want my people who are listening, pass the word on. Camp Victory is the name. Camp Victory Resorts. Is that .org?
That is correct. Yes, sir.
Okay, victoryresorts.org is a place where you can go and help. The thing that we always look at is what can we do to make sure our audience knows what they can do. That's the secret. Most people want to do stuff, but no one's giving them the direction to be able to accomplish all of that they want to do, or even some of it. But you just outlined quite a bit of something that people can get involved in. And I want everybody listening to look out for Camp Victory Resorts, wherever you are. Go on your website, pull it up, and we will definitely be carrying it on our website and always on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to create a commercial just as a way to continually say, hi, we're here. Camp Victory Resorts is looking for people now, both areas. If you want to learn, you want to help, you want to do, or if you're in need, Camp Victory Resorts is where you need to be. Boy, I sure want to thank you. And I know you're out at a conference and you're spending some time doing some other things, but I appreciate you taking this break, spending time letting us know how to participate with what you're doing to support veterans. And we are listeners from all over the world. So if you happen to have an idea and you're looking at helping homeless, get in touch with Patrick. Let him know how you think about what you're doing, add to what they're doing. And if you happen to be in a little city somewhere in Galveston, San Diego, and you need this same situation in your area for your veterans, please contact Patrick, Camp Victory Resorts, and ask for his guidance and his help to make your situation easier. That's one thing about what everybody looked at. When they invented cars and they had one or two running, all he did was say, you can do it too. What we want you to do is support this organization. And guess what? He'll guide you and you can do it too. So it's not
Hallelujah.
and not something by the grace of God. That's what we say. One thing we know is God's grace is everywhere. And sure enough, it's right there at this resort. Patrick, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. And we're going to be looking out for you sometime. I'll come down and visit and we'll take pictures and we'll do some stuff to help raise the funds to make this happen.
We're so grateful for that, Brother Keith. We're so grateful. We're so honored for that. And one final announcement we want to just share with you, our listening audience, especially those in South Florida. On August the 15th, 2021, on an early Sunday morning, you'll see that on our website as well. We're having a huge shutdown community day, back to school, where we'll be giving over 200 backpacks for homeless men and women that have children, haircuts, warm showers. We'll be also providing them ability to be able to get laundry services done, warm meal, and they will also be able to be shopping. This is what we do also. And so that's going to be on August 15, 2021. You can go onto our website and see how you can be involved with that, especially for those that are here in the South Florida region. We would love for you to come volunteer and get involved. Brother Keith, by the grace of God, we're so honored for you, and thank you, and we're humbled for this opportunity.
No, sir. Thank you in service for your being here so that we can help what you're doing. Many blessings.
Yes, sir.
This is Keith, the boss of the beach, and we'll be right back after this little interlude of great music. More to come from WVETOnlineradio.com.
Hello, this is Patrick Highland with the Sports Zone. Now you can hear me on WVET Online Radio on Sunday mornings from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Looking at an angel, I've got my regrets. Don't we all?
Well, we're back. Right now, I want to say thank you for all of those who are listening. And I want to say there are a couple of things that we want to talk about as we get going. Veterans benefits. Veterans Care Services. Get the benefits for veterans and the spouses are available for them. The reason I read it that way is because I'm thinking about the spouses right now. I'm finding out that over the years, of course, after war, the veterans were mostly men. There's a new generation of veterans now. And those veterans, a lot of them are women. How do you take care of this now in this change? Where it used to be all men. The first thing you do is get in contact with Veterans Benefits, Veterans Care Services, and they will guide you to those things that allow you to do what it takes for the family. And we know that regionally here, St. Petersburg, VA regional offices, and that home, of course, is both in Clearwater and at Bay Pines. Look for them. Ask them what they can do. See about what they offer, because it makes more sense to get all of the things necessary rather than just a piece of the information. Look for it, go to it, If you can't get to the office, just check in with them on the internet. And you got to remember that those that you can find that can help you, it starts with veteranscareservices.com and .org. And we're looking for you to stay in touch with us. We will link you directly to that office. St. Petersburg Regional Office Action Review Center. Action and review all the time. It makes sense that you read up on what you're looking at. One of the things that I am trying to do right now is to remind people that one of the things that we look at is what's available in your area. People move and families move to areas where they can do three things: raise their children. So if you live in a city that you don't feel comfortable about raising your children, feel free to check with us here. Tampa, St. Petersburg, all the way down, all the way up to Zephyr Hills, and all the way down, of course, probably Fort Myers, Sarasota is what I call our area. 5 great counties that all work. In Veterans Care Services, they're out here to help, especially our older veterans. And they want to help by getting you more money from your VA relationship. Get over $2,200 a month to help you pay for the following expenses: family assistance, home health care, and assisted living. Remember those 3 things: family assistance, home health care, and assisted living. Those are 3 of the most important things that you can look at as you grow. And just because you're an older veteran doesn't mean you're not still growing. Pay attention. There's a lot more services available, and maybe you don't know them, but feel free to contact us. We'll help you find those extra services. It makes sense. The Veterans Care Services is a team of folks and benefits for our veterans really fills a void in our society. They carry the banner that says, "Don't forget the sacrifice these men and women have made for us," and that's all of us. Of course, Veterans Care Service provide a clear and concise way for those folks to access benefits and programs they earned and deserve. We appreciate you taking that to heart. Why our clients are saying all these good things is because they tune in to WVETonlineradio.com. And of course, I'm Keith, the boss of the beach, and we've done that. Don't forget, Veterans Care Services. They're all over the county, but they're on every website. Go to your VA website. Look at it. Don't just look at it one time and 6 months later you look at it again. Check on it. There are a lot of services always available. And of course, we're here at Radio St. Pete. And I'd love to see you guys downtown. And when you're downtown, St. Petersburg is the new little city. Plenty of things going on. Come down, and they all support veterans, especially our people over here at the edge, and of course, our good friends, great friends, of course, at the St. Petersburg Chamber of Commerce. And don't forget Tampa. Next week, we're going to be talking a lot about a new influence that's taking over, and we realize how many have made a difference. And that's WVET Latin. We have a Latin contingency that takes care of our local Latin people, national Latin people, international Latin people that are making Florida even greater. They say that we're getting somewhere around 1,000 people a day moving into Florida. And I'm sure that 30% of them are from our Latin brothers and sisters who have always supported this state. And I guess that we're going to have to make sure that we support them a little bit more, because I realize how many of those veterans maybe not utilizing the services because they haven't had an open door. We're going to make sure that they know where to go and take care of that. That's our Latin veterans. A lot of people don't know that we have a large contingency of people who came to this country, and in order to stay, they chose the military. And we want to make sure that all of them get the benefits that they need because they stayed. We're going to take care of them because they stood for us no matter what. Now, again, I want to go back to something that I know you guys are all thinking about. That's the Olympics. I don't know how many people we had go to the Olympics from the state of Florida, but we support them. All of those all over the country, we support them. And if you think about what I was saying in the beginning, when you choose a place to move to, you want to be sure that it's got all the things you need. Well, we got the best of the best. We got number one, Super Bowl. We got number two, Stanley Cup. We're working on the World Series, and we're working on the World Soccer Championship. You know, we came in second in both last year. This is our year to be first. So if you got a young child who's active and they want to be somewhere where they really perpetuate outdoor sports or indoor sports, you can't beat Florida, and especially this area where we are, because we got the beaches. And this is called paradise. Sandy beaches, wonderful weather, and fortunately for all you young gentlemen, pretty girls. When you go to a beach, when they say the word paradise and you look at one of those postcards, it always has three things: blue sky, blue water, sand, and palm trees. But I've not seen a postcard yet that didn't have some girl in a bathing suit. So I guess I'm going to put bathing suits in paradise. We want to thank you for tuning in today, because this has been the only way. This is Keith, the boss of the beach, and as I always say, it's good for you and good to you. And we say the rest is our job. Do your best and pray for the rest. This is Keith, the boss of the beach, wanting to say thank you for tuning in today. Now, we're going to move into something that is my way of saying thank you. The song of the day is Working Hard. And I actually wrote that one, so enjoy it. And we'll be back Saturday morning, 8:30. And guess what? Sunshine is on the mind. Over and out.
Hey girl, you know something? What? My man went out to say till 6:30 this morning, coming home telling me, talking about, baby, I had to take care of some business. Say what? Don't you know that much business in the world? Go for it. Like he can't have it. It's not even gone. Hey, I'm wrong.
Said your life has been lonely, then let me show you how it is. I can make you happy. I got a whole lot of reason to give. I know the people that made you sad, believe that all I say is true. In time I'm gonna make you glad, and when I prove myself to you, I've been working hard. Trying to make it through. I've been working hard, so hard, trying to make it
You know I ain't going for that shit, girl. I run that same page down every other Thursday. You know I ain't going for that stuff.
working hard, trying to pay the rent. Working hard, show love ain't no friend. No, it ain't fair. Sometimes I wanna give up. Stop. If I stop, I'm gonna drop. I can keep on moving on, baby. Got to keep on shifting. Got to keep on pushing, baby. Got to keep on moving, yeah. Got to keep on hard, baby. Got to keep on moving on. Got to keep on pushing, baby.
Hello, this is Patrick Highland with the Sports Zone. Now you can hear me on WVET online radio on Sunday mornings from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Rise and shine to Sunshine Radio 96.7, Saturday mornings. This is Voice for Veterans and the rest of us who say we support veterans too. News, commentary, information, education, music, and entertainment. New just for you, 96.7. Now, you've heard the rest. Stay tuned for the best. Rise and shine to Sunshine Radio and stay with us all day long.